Welcome back to Market Pros, and let's get into it. So here we got Bitcoin on the 1 hour on Bybit. Uh, okay, so your RSI, we are in the bearish control zone. Looks like we're trying to come back down for a retest. Now, the way that this is happening, we have hit a retest. So if we do get a retest, this bounce could continue, but we did make a lower high, which doesn't really look good. So if we make a lower low, it's going to look bad. And definitely if we get down below this low at 39,300, I think we go to 38, to be honest. So yeah, bearish control zone, bearish divergence on the 1 hour from here to here. So I think we could probably come back down to this low right here, then decide whether we're going to make a higher low or not. MACD, positive momentum was increasing, but it looks like it's starting to wane. And you are below the signal line, but you do have a positive slope. Your moving averages all have negative slopes. You did get all these bearish crossovers except for the 100 to the 200, but that takes longer to catch up. Vol is very low, so it is starting to expand. So the move is coming. The move is coming. Definitely stay tuned, stay nimble. Let's move on to the 4 hour. Okay, so all your moving averages have negative slopes. You are in the bearish control zone below the signal line. MACD pretty fresh cross to the zero line, but your negative momentum is decreasing. Vol is very high. Looks like it's contracting right now. So we could go sideways a little bit. And validation of the upside would be to get back above the 618 at 41,700. I would expect us to come up to this green region. Now, this is the part where I become bullish. 43K. If it gets above 43K, I'm thinking comes all the way up here to 44.8. And if it can break that, I think we go to 50K. All right, so there's your validation level to the upside. I think it probably can range here for a minute. If it does break down below 39,300, we go to 38, in my opinion. Yeah, definitely watch your levels because Bitcoin is going to determine a lot about uh, what happens in other coins. All right. So those are my thoughts for Bitcoin. I do want to come back to Solana real quick because there's one thing I forgot. The validation and invalidation levels. So 104.30, 104.40 is validation to the upside. I would expect us to come up to this purple region. Validation to the downside would be to break 96.40. If that happens, I do think we come back down, retest at 90.50, and then I think we would break this. All right, so let's go back to Bitcoin. Let's check the daily real quick. Okay, so on the daily, we are right at the range lows. If we break that, like I was saying, I think I think we come down to 37 if we do break that. Yeah, like 37, maybe even 500. We break that, I think we go to 35, maybe even wick down to 34. And I've already talked about validation of the upside. So your RSI, bearish control zone, below the signal line. We're not even trying to come out and test it yet. MACD, positive, negative momentum is increasing below the zero line. Downside slope below the signal line. I guess you can, okay. And now the vol is printing the lowest read it can, and it looks like it's starting to curl back up. So if it starts expanding while you got all this negative pressure to the downside, this is going to get ugly. I am more bearish than bullish. I'd say I'm 70% bearish, 30% bullish, maybe even just 30% neutral. I'm not really bullish at all right now, but we will find out. We could have a bounce from here. Could have a bounce, could range. We could range out right here, maybe from 41,500 to 39,500. Those are basically our range. That's basically our range. If you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's a free way to support the channel. Also, we have a Discord for the channel. Definitely check us out. The link is in the description below. Everything else, like the video, all that. Everyone have a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, and I will see you in the next one.